This is a teardown of a Research DT166CR, basically a thin clamp. And this one was used by Posera for basically a fast food location. It did the order management, had a bunch of stuff that went with it, like a bump bar with buttons on it, and then obviously it plugged into a monitor. Unfortunately, this is dead, so I already have it all tore apart, but when it shows inside, it does have an Intel Atom X5-Z8350, which is a 1.44 gigahertz quad core at 2 watts of power. I guess I'll take it apart the appropriate way, since what I just grabbed it won't work if you don't already take it apart. Here's some screws to take the back cover off. Serial port's on its own little breakout cable. And then normally this would slide out like this. But I took off the spring-loaded screws that holds the PCB to the bottom plate. And the cool thing about this is basically the computer's on this little mini PCI style card. You have your Intel Atom processor under this thermal pad. Oop. And some memory and some flash. I'm not sure what's under this, so let's see. I don't think it's going to be possible to remove that. Oh, I made a mess. Some of these thermal pads are kind of crumbly. So, reflections permitted. The processor model number is SR2KT. See if I can maybe turn on the light without knocking my phone off the stand. Alright. And then we got some memory over here. Not sure what brand it is. Doesn't seem to have any branding on it. Here is the 64 gig SanDisk flash module. I don't know what type of flash it is, but you can always look that up by model number, I suppose. I think it shows up in Windows as D4064. I don't know what this chip is. Without looking it up, maybe some sort of controller communication chip for everything. Might actually be the controller chip, I suppose, for the flash. But yeah, it's kind of neat. And this is basically just a breakout board for the computer itself. I'm going to try to turn off the flashlight without knocking the phone over. I've knocked the phone off my stand a few times already. Not in this video, but in other ones. Looks like it has an inside H2O BIOS. And then the audio is Realtek based. I don't see. I believe the network card is also Realtek, based on that chip there and where the pins are going. So, kind of a neat unit. These are really cheap on eBay. They're like 20-30 bucks, I think, for just the computer by itself. And it runs on 12 volts DC, so pretty easy to work with there. If a person could figure out how to get around the software, you could install your own OS on these, but I could not figure out how to get into BIOS, which was disappointing. And I tried corrupting Windows by unplugging and plugging it back in really fast a few times, and it just went into a recovery mode where it reflashed the software onto the thing. So it's like, well, I guess unless I'm willing to put in some more effort, I'm not going to be able to figure out how to put my own OS on these. Plus, I have some other stuff that's probably more useful. I think these are actually fairly new. Because based on the model number, I almost wonder if this is comparable to like 8th gen Intel, being that's the 8350. I don't know how generations work with Atom though. But this is running DDR3 1600 megahertz memory. 4 gigabytes, even though the processor supposedly only supports 2, so that's beyond me. But I don't know, cool unit. I will put a link to the eBay listing if I have them still, but that'd be fun to show us inside. So hopefully that was interesting, and thanks for watching.